Yo, beautifully fit people. We're doing a meal prep training, me and Damon. I'm going to make my recipe first, which is like a homemade protein bar that's super easy to make. I'm going to walk you guys through it, and then Damon is going to do his little dessert snack. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, guys, you guys know I've been making those rice cake cookies a lot. Trying to figure out how to make them better, and I figured it out. You know what I'm talking about? Where you get the rice cake, you add some Cool Whip, maybe a little bit of protein powder. Those are great, but these are better. These are way better. So this is actually the first time me using caramel rice cakes. I've normally done them with the plain rice cakes, but I'm trying caramel rice cakes. So the first step, guys, is you only need five caramel rice cakes in a bowl. Okay. And then the messy part, you're gonna have to crush them up. I'll pick that up. So you crush them up. You don't have to be super fine crushed. I like leaving some chunks in there because it adds to the texture, that crunch. I kind of like that crunch in my protein bars. But um, when I first made them, I crushed it up really finely, and then the second time I didn't crush it up as fine. And I feel like the texture when they're not as crushed is a little bit better. But you still want it to be kind of like, you know, almost like little popcorn. Okay. And again, this is the first time me doing the caramel one, so I'm kind of excited because caramel's way sweeter than the plain ones. The plain ones turned out amazing, so I have high hopes for the caramel one. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Okay, okay. Next thing is we're using real peanut butter. You can also do powdered peanut butter and mix it with water, and get the peanut butter consistency, or you could do powdered peanut butter and mix it with syrup. But yep, PB Fit, that works. I don't have any powdered peanut butter, so I probably would, but I'm just using regular peanut butter, which is a lot higher in calories, but it also has protein. And this whole thing makes 12 servings. So when you just take a little bit of peanut butter and you're using 12 servings, it's really not that bad. Okay, so, and I'm going to throw it in the microwave, 1/4 cup, for like 30 seconds just to get the peanut butter like kind of melty so I can pour it on there. And while that's happening, we're also going to do 1/4 cup of sugar-free maple syrup. All right, it's getting heated. Let me know if you guys think this recipe looks good. Sounds good. And guys, me and Damon wanted to know, like, we want you guys to comment in the chat on the live or on the replay what future meals or snacks you want to see from us. Okay, so I'm gonna pour the syrup right in there. Put the peanut butter right in there. Okay. Hopefully, guys, you're having as much fun as I am right now. And we're also going to do Nutter butter, but you guys can use any protein powder you like. I don't know. I think vanilla would be better than chocolate for this, just because this is what I think. We're gonna do 1 scoop and then a half of another scoop.
I gotta try that one. It sounds so good.
The Nutter butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. There's actual pieces of Nutter butter in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's good. I think Ghost makes really good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Your Cinnabon one is really good.
I want to try that one. All right, now we mix it, guys. Now we mix it. And after mixing it, it should get like a uniform texture where everything starts to clump and stick together. And if it doesn't, just add a little bit more maple syrup because that's sugar free. It's like no calories. And the same thing, vice versa. If it's too liquidy, then add more protein powder. You want to get the type of texture where it's like things are sticking together very intensely. I'll show you guys here in a sec. Does take a little bit of elbow grease maybe and take some time, but it's starting to smell good. Like the syrup with the peanut butter. You guys could also use honey instead of syrup, but we're trying to save calories everywhere we can, and honey is more calories than syrup. Okay, now you guys can see it's like thick, everything's sticky. All right, now we're gonna get into the next step here. Parchment paper. Oh, don't turn your oven on. All right, one sec, guys. All right, you want to get like kind of like a mold here. Like, I don't know if you guys have any of these baking sheets, but works perfect because it's like a big ass rectangle and you'll be able to cut out protein bars. So you need to find some type of mold, but I don't think it really matters too much, but this has been working for me. You pour it in there with the parchment paper. Okay. And because it's so sticky and stuff, it's like kind of like dough. You just want to press it down in there. Okay, guys? Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Nice. Okay. We're almost there. Zero sugar chocolate chips. Save 30 calories with the zero sugar. Well, per serving. So one sec. You do about 1/3 cup. Okay, and what I do, because when you try to melt the chocolate, it doesn't really turn out so great. Just do a little spray of some, when you microwave it, it mixes better. I'd say microwave the chocolate chips for like 30-second intervals. Mix, put it back in, mix, because if you because you can easily burn the chocolate chips in the microwave, and then it's like a whole waste. Is everybody, this making sense to everybody? This is very simple, easy recipe. Cool. And guys, while this is like, while I'm making, I just posted this recipe on Instagram too, like the 30-second version, quick to show you how to do it. But this might be my new favorite snack dessert recipe. All right. Thanks for your patience, guys. But again, me and Damon want to hear maybe we should do those Brussels sprouts next time. Those are good.
I'm down.
Me and Damon want to hear from you guys what other things you want to see on the meal prep trainings. You want to see we can do whole meals. We just like doing the snacks because it's just quicker, it's easier, and I feel like a lot of people, they're curious about what snacks they should be eating. They know what meals they should be eating. But the snacks, I don't know. Okay, almost there. Hot. Okay, now You pour those no sugar added chocolate right on top of it. Okay? Pour that right on top. Sorry you guys can't see this perfectly, but I'm going to try to. And then just spread it out. Try to cover the whole, all of the real estate. Cover it all. Okay, beautiful. Guys, I swear, if you make this, your mind will be blown. All right, last thing before we, I do a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. Just a little bit. I just sprinkle that on top. Okay, and then, okay, I put it in the freezer to harden for about 2 hours. And then, magic. Ah, I already got some in here that I made.
The power of television.
Right? So how it works, guys, is it in the freezer for 2 hours, then you cut it. It's gonna be kind of hard to cut because it's frozen, and I cut it into about 12 pieces. Each piece is 110 calories with 8 grams of protein. That's almost as good as a protein bar, but it tastes way better. And so, but you don't want to store them in the freezer, because they're just too hard. But you need to use the freezer to like turn them into bars because they stick. Is that making sense? And then you store them in the fridge and then you can have them whenever. If you leave them outside of the fridge too long, they start to kind of fall apart. So in the freezer, 2 hours, cut them into pieces, and then store them in the fridge for when you guys want them. See? I mean, it doesn't look super beautiful, but the texture.
I'm sure with practice, you can make them look store bought.
You're right. You're right. All right. Well, that was it, guys. I hope you guys tried this one.
Looks good.
Yeah. All right. Now Damon's got something for us.
All right. So we're doing a chocolate peanut butter lava cake in the microwave. Super high protein. It is basically all protein. So we're going to start with a third cup of cottage cheese. And I'm going to basically be using my food processor for mixing everything together. I highly recommend, if you have a blender or anything, please blend your cottage cheese, because otherwise it's going to be really lumpy when you eat it, which isn't bad. It's just going to be lumpy. But if you mix everything in there, it kind of purees it all together. And if you have a food processor, just throw everything in there together, and then that way you only have to get one thing dirty. So we're doing a third cup of cottage cheese. Then we're doing a scoop of protein powder. I am using the peanut butter banana by Raw.
That's a good combo for this recipe.
Can you still hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Has like next to no calories at all. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons. Let's see.
I can also bring up the recipe if you need, Damon.
Nope, I got it right here. 2 tablespoons of fat-free milk. I'm actually just going to use almond milk because I don't have fat-free milk at the moment. Then 1 egg. And we're going to whip this sucker together. It's going to be a little loud, so I apologize.
Kevin posted his. He made the protein bars. That looks good. Let me know how they taste. You're gonna have to freeze them for about an hour, close to 2 hours. But those look good. Yeah.
So that's our mixture right there. And then I'm just putting it in a little Pyrex dish. You can put it in a mug too if you want.
I was just gonna quickly, just for the viewers, people watching on the replay and stuff. I'm gonna bring up that recipe that he's doing. In a sec. Yeah, yeah, you guys can see my screen. This is the recipe Damon is doing, the chocolate peanut butter lava cake. Um, this turned out really good. The texture, uh, I think the cottage cheese really holds everything together. Um, but this is pretty good considering that yeah, this is good. Wait, Damon, you added protein powder into this, right?
Yeah. And
So
then I'm just gonna do, what was that?
if this is the same recipe, I don't think this recipe doesn't call for protein powder. But
It doesn't, but I'm just throwing some in there.
yeah, good. Okay, cool.
And then I'm throwing some zero sugar chocolate chips. And then I also have some zero sugar Reese's chips as well.
Nice. That's gonna be bomb.
And just cover those suckers up. There they go, nice and melty on the inside.
Excuse me.
And it goes into the microwave for, what's it, 90 seconds?
I think it's 90 seconds. Yeah, I can double check.
Yeah, 90 seconds.
90 seconds to 2 minutes. But start. I would check. I would look at it after 90 seconds or 60 seconds even.
And then while that's cooking, I'm going to whip up some topping if I'm strong enough to open this damn thing.
I mean, yeah, we work out for some type of reason. There we go.
Having an easy open it. So 2 tablespoons of peanut butter.
Making snacks to stay on track.
And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of water in here.
Okay, your camera's kind of lagging on us. What's going on?
Oh, sorry, my camera turned off. One
Oh,
second. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, guys.
sweet.
Okay, so I put 2 tablespoons of the powdered peanut butter with 2 tablespoons of water. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of sugar-free chocolate syrup.
Yummy.
And I'm going to mix all of that together to drizzle on the top. Need another 15 seconds.
Yeah, you adding protein to that. I want to see like you had one whole scoop.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be like
like a little cake.
no, like close to 60 grams. I mean, because the recipe without any protein powder is 35 grams of protein.
Yeah,
So adding another scoop, that's like close to 60 grams.
it's almost a meal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean I mean that's a good amount of protein.
Yeah,
That's some people in the program. That's half their not even that's half their protein goal.
really?
Yeah. There's people there's little people out there. Not like
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
All right.
Don't burn your tongue, but
Yeah,
would-
like with the Brussels sprouts. So here it is.
the
It's
middle's
got
supposed
a,
to be more gooey, but
yeah. Well, that's where most of the chocolate chips were at. But
nice.
the outside, you can
Yep.
see it's like a kind of like a sponge cake
Yeah.
texture.
Yeah. The protein
And
powder might
then,
have messed up the texture just a teeny bit, but not too bad for us.
that's all right. And then I'm just gonna drizzle
Drizzle it. Ooh,
the
yeah.
peanut butter chocolate on the top.
Ch- Hey, chocolate cake for every meal. Like if you ate that for every meal, that would work.
I mean, I'm just saying,
How many
it's
calories?
literally all protein.
Yeah, it's about 350 calories with 35 grams of protein, and if you add a scoop of protein, that makes it probably closer to 450 calories with 55 grams of protein.
That's lunch right there.
Yeah, yeah. Cottage cheese is a cheat code for real.
I love it. I used to hate it growing up, but like that was just eating it by itself. But then as I grew up and taste buds changed, realized I could use it for anything.
Yeah, I always
It's
liked
kind
it,
of
but I
like,
mean, I didn't know it was this low calorie, high protein.
yeah. All right, let's give it a try.
Uh oh.
Consistency is kind of like a sponge cake.
Is it proteiny?
Not really. I mean, I blended the shit out of it.
Okay, good.
You don't really taste it.
Nice.
I could definitely do this.
Nice. So
That's good.
was it worth it?
Yeah. You got to get past the consistency. It's a little dense, and it's probably just because of the protein powder, but I like it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, Damon's recipe is cool because you can make it and just eat it right away. Mine, it takes some time. You have to, it takes a few hours for you to get it. But so a scale of 1 to 10, Damon, on that recipe.
I would say for my first time making it, probably like 7.5.
Okay, that's
I
pretty
I
good.
would definitely I would tweak it a little bit, but I also didn't follow the recipe exact.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't made it with normally when I do stuff like with protein powder in the microwave, the texture it just I don't know, it just but yeah, that's still a win for us.
I'm here for it.
Nice. You're gonna try those protein bars one day?
Yeah.
Nice.
Put 'em in my thing for next week.
Wait, say that again. You cut out. What was that?
Put them in my meal plan for next week.
You? Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
I'll make
Anybody else
them.
who wants them on the meal plan, hit me up. Um, but we also want to hear from you guys what you want to see more on these meal prep trainings. I mean, I like the quick and easy. I can keep doing quick, easy desserts recipes like, or quick, easy snack recipes. Like, if, if nobody gives us any feedback, we'll just probably maybe keep doing that.
Works for
Um,
me.
yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, with the whole protein bar thing, um, they may seem like they're ready. You may go check in the freezer, be like, oh, the chocolate's hardened. It may seem ready, but like I did the first time I messed up because I took them out of the freezer too early and I tried to cut them and they fell apart. You had to leave them in the freezer for like at least close to 2 hours so they form into they form really hard together and then you cut them and then you can put them in the fridge and they're good to go. Um, but yeah, appreciate you guys. Hope you guys got value from this training. And Damon, any last words?
Stay classy, San Diego.
Mm. Or Portland, Oregon, or Kevin, New York? Cool, cool. Well, I mean, this was kind of, look how normally these go for a whole hour. It's only been less than 30 minutes. We did these so quick, guys. So I don't want to hear any
Mhm.
excuses like, we made two of these recipes while filming it, while going over this. Like, that was pretty quick how we did that. I'm actually impressed.
Yeah. This took what, 5 minutes?
Uh-huh. His took 5 minutes. Mine maybe take a little bit longer, but with mine, like you'll have protein snacks. Like you're not gonna eat
For the
that
whole
thing,
week.
yeah, for week,
Yeah.
or weeks, whatever. But and I got two batches, so it's gonna take me some time to go through all that.
Yeah. I
Cool.
believe in you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Well, if you can come help me whenever. Um, cool guys, cool. I was thinking maybe next time. I was thinking I had this like I've been making those chicken nuggets a lot. We can maybe do chicken nuggets together on.
I'm doing those tonight.
Oh, nice, nice. Are you doing the
Mhm.
ones with the protein chips or?
No, I'm doing them with cornflakes.
Nice, nice. Yep, those work good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I mean, we could stay on longer if anybody has any questions that they have for me or Damon or anything at all. We could stay on longer or we could dip. Are you still have more meal prepping to do, Damon?
Oh yeah, I'm like elbows deep.
Dude.
I'm pulling the Brussels sprouts out right now. Oh,
Yeah, I meal prepped a lot yesterday. I'm gonna say bye to my Instagram and Facebook Live. Appreciate you guys. Uh,
little
peace.
balsamic Brussels here.
Oh yeah, bro. Those balsamics, those guys, those
They're
are
s-
one of my favorite side dishes.
they're so good.
It's really just balsamic and honey and some other spices and flavors. But the
Yeah.
honey with the balsamic, I'm a big fan of sweet and savory. That's why I added like a little bit of salt on those protein bars that I make. I don't know. I feel like the salt. I like that stuff. I've have some people that they don't like they're like, why'd you put salt on there? I'm like, but it takes. I like it. Not like a bunch of salt, but just a little bit, you know? It kind of reminds you of like
Yeah,
that.
I do candy bar with like that. It's not
For
weird.
sure. For sure. Cool. Cool. All right. All right. I guess we could just, stand here awkwardly or whatever. But, guys, after thinking about it, if you guys have anything come to your mind, you can post in the group what you want to see me and Damon meal prep. But I think we're going to probably do the chicken nuggets next week. Cool. Cool.
That works.
Cool. Well, I actually, before we go, I'll show you guys. I prepped some. I got some new chicken nuggets that I prepped here. Yo, bring the camera on me. I don't know if you guys can see me for some, but um, these were a little bit different than the ones you're making, Damon. These actually are easier. What I did with these is I just cut up chicken breast into small pieces and then blended it with Parmesan cheese, eggs, and a bunch of spices. And then I molded them into chicken nuggets and then air fried them. That's it. And they turned out really good.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Because the Parmesan, guys,
They're
I don't know
not
if you
even
know,
breaded.
not breaded, nothing. But I mean, I added a good amount of black pepper, paprika, garlic powder. The Parmesan kind of acts as the because the I don't know really. It just worked. They came out literally perfect, guys, and they're extremely low calorie, extremely high protein. I don't know the exact macros right now, but it blew my mind when I saw it. Um, I made 30 of them.
Nice.
Um, that recipe I'm excited about, and yeah,
Maybe I'll try that tonight instead of using the cornflakes. The cornflakes was good, but like,
it's more of a
and
process. It takes time.
it took so long. Because
It,
I did 2 pounds of chicken when I did it the last time. So it
but don't
took
they
me
turn out
like,
so they turn out really good, right?
they were so good, but it took me like 2 hours.
Yeah, it does take one.
Because
Well,
like my air fryer is this big, so I had to do 6 batches of the damn thing.
yeah. Well, what I found with my air fryer, I'll show you guys. I don't know if your air fryer is smaller than mine,
Oh
but
yeah, it's like
it's
half
smaller.
the size of that.
It's the
Yeah,
size of this. Okay, so
it's half the size of that.
what I did with the chicken nuggets, what you might think is you could just layer it like a lasagna in there with parchment paper. Put the parchment paper part because I was doing one batch at a time too, but then I realized that with these, you just make lasagna out of it, and then halfway through you can take them out. You can take the parchment paper out, and then they're fully. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you
No,
layer them on
mine is
parchment paper,
way smaller than that.
what?
Mine is way smaller than
Oh,
that.
way smaller. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
There's
I got this at Costco for under $40, so
oh shit. Okay.
it was on sale, like $38. But yeah, guys, I'm all about the easy ass recipe. So you should try this if you have a good amount of Parmesan, because this I don't have this on the cookbook yet because it's so new. But it was 3 chicken breasts, which was about 1 pound and a quarter pounds, and then I blended one breast at a time, and each breast came with 1/4 cup of Parmesan, one egg, and salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, blended it, and then I molded them on parchment paper, and then I air fried them all together with lasagna style. I, so you're gonna make this instead of the other ones?
I might try. Yeah.
Cool. You have enough Parmesan because it was over a bag of Parmesan. It was a lot of Parmesan.
Yeah.
But guys, if you didn't know, Parmesan is super low calorie, high protein. Parmesan is a cheat code. Parmesan, 110 calories with 10 grams of protein. Like, what the heck? That's the highest protein cheese. So, I'm sorry, Kevin, because I know Kevin can't have cheese. But for other people, it's a good thing to have around. Cool. Well, I mean, me and Damon, I guess we can keep bugging you guys. But I think we're basically done.
Yeah, we can go ahead and call it. I have a lot of meal prep to finish.
For sure, for sure. Well, I appreciate you, Damon, and everybody that has been on the group call live and on the replay. What did they say? Did you? I'm making both these snacks. Yes, Abby. I would love to, Abby. We would love to see a picture you post in the group of these snacks. If you make the chicken nuggets, if you make the protein bars with the lava cake. Sorry, guys, the chicken nuggets are so new that I don't have a recipe for them yet, but it's very simple. I'm gonna just repeat it one more time. You slice the chicken breast into small pieces. Yes, you slice the chicken breast into small pieces, one egg, 1/4 cup Parmesan, a bunch of spices, blend it, and then put it into little chicken nugget balls on parchment and air fry it for about 10 minutes each. I did it about 2 times. So they cook very quickly because when you blend chicken breast, it's like you can overcook it and they turn out really dry. So super easy. Cool. Thank you, Damon.
Abby, if you make this, I would probably suggest, I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of flavor you're looking for, but you might want to add a little bit of like sugar alternative to the batter, because the cocoa powder is going to be really bitter by itself if you get
Yeah.
the unsweetened, which I do recommend, because the sweetened Hershey's got like a shit ton of sugar in it. But if you use
Yeah, I'm showing my 0-calorie sweeteners. What do you got? Okay, stevia.
I use this one, the Truvia. I also have monk sweetener or monk fruit sweetener, which is also really good by Swerve. Love Swerve. They're amazing.
Yeah, I used monk fruit. Monk fruit's cool, but monk fruit is very sweet. It's like the sweetest. You gotta be careful. This is my favorite. The Swerve confect. This is my favorite.
That one's really good. It's like powdered sugar.
Yeah, it's like powdered sugar, and then this is the brown sugar one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, brown sugar one will work. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, brown sugar is good. The
Especially
brown sugar is gonna be a bit sweeter though, because it has more of that like brown sugar is what they make molasses out of, so it'll have like a more rich sweetness, if that makes sense. But I think it would work really well with this.
yeah. If she's talking about the lava cake, I personally would try it first without the protein powder. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to add a little bit, that's fine. I just think that every time I do protein desserts in the microwave, the texture just turns out a little off. But maybe, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Damon, after it's sitting, how's the texture?
It's still kind of spongy.
Yeah, I mean, the
I
spongy isn't
mean,
not it's not bad.
it's not bad. It's just you have to go into it. Excuse me, my mouth's full. You have to go into it knowing this is not a store-bought cake. You just made it in 90 seconds in your microwave. So of
Yeah,
course
yeah.
you know what I mean?
But it also has a ton of protein, and it's gonna
Yeah.
help us with our fitness goals. Um,
For a 90-second cake in the microwave, I'm here for it.
mhm, mhm. I mean, you could try one with no protein powder, and then one with protein powder, and then compare them. But I think it'd be better if you added some different type of sweeteners.
Hmm.
Cool, cool. Any other questions or last words, guys?
This is how I feel about that cake.
Oh wow, so
I ate the
you
whole,
did like
I ate
it.
the whole damn thing while we were here.
You
I'm making both of those. My kryptonite has been those damn rice cake cookies. And I forget to post them in the group, but I make them and freeze them.
Yes,
And it's like my husband and I's favorite thing right before bed.
they're so good.
So here's my, I don't know how to do this. I'm not technically challenged. There you go.
nice. There's proof.
They're delicious.
Nice.
So
If you like those, you're gonna like the protein bar that I made.
yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna try those next. I have chocolate rice cake, so I think those will be good.
Oh, that will be
Those
good.
will be good.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, let me know how that turns out, please.
Okay, well. But it was amazing, guys. Went to the grocery store today, bought a whole bag of groceries, and it was cheaper than anything we've ever bought before. I was like, this is amazing. Fresh fruit. I had to barter for the cherries, though. The cherries were on sale, but only with the digital coupon. So I had to fight with the lady because I was like, no, I'm here. Give me the coupon. I want the cherries for cheap.
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy that people think that it's cheaper to eat unhealthy. Like, what? Yeah.
Yeah. Mind is blown.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what it's all about. You're saving money and you're getting healthier.
Yes.
Crazy.
Win-win. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. This was awesome. I'm gonna go. We've been working on a back patio, so I'm gonna go take a shower.
Nice.
All right, sounds good. Thanks
right.
for joining.
Thanks
Take
for
care.
joining. We'll see you guys
Bye.
next
All right.
week.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Damon. Peace.